This message is going to be really hard to receive, but it's for who it's for, okay? Let me tell you something, sweetheart. One of the most toxic people to your existence is your mama. And one of your biggest problems is you're sitting around waiting for that apology that you will never get. You'll never get that apology. She'll never take accountability for what she put you through and your siblings, if you have them. She'll never take accountability. One thing about us as children, no matter how old we are, is something about our mamas. We love our mamas regardless. And you should love your mama. But let me tell you something. We live in a world where we feel like we have to put up with certain people's shit because they are mama, because they are blood, because they are cousin. No, the fuck you don't. You are blocking your purpose and your blessings by allowing her toxic bullshit into your space. Your mother is jealous of you. It's not about looks. It's not about money. It's about what kind of mother you are to your children.
No truer words were spoken. So that clip was very, very necessary. A lot of people can relate. I want to tell you all about a dream that I had last night in regards to someone who would have been considered to be a mother figure, or at least that was supposed to have been their role in this lifetime, in my life. So in my dream last night, I received a call from this particular individual, and she started doing a reading for me over the phone. And it took me by surprise because she was describing the cards in a way where she knew how, the definition. She knew what they meant. She seemed very well versed. Not only that, but the message that she was giving me was on point in terms of what I am actually anticipating to happen here in the 3D, right? Like in real life. So I asked her, I says, well, I'm surprised that you're reading cards. I'm like, how you sound pretty skilled at that. How long have you been reading cards? And she didn't tell me exactly, but she was like, well, it's been a while, just kind of skipped over that. But then she went back to doing the reading, further emphasizing what I know to be true that's going to happen in my 3D experience. And the final card that she pulled was the Queen of Cups. And when she pulled that card, she kept repeating, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups. She said it again, the Queen of Cups. And so I was like, well, what about the Queen of Cups? And she got really silent. And she said nothing. Nothing. It went completely silent where I intuitively knew on the other end of the phone that she was crying. And it stayed silent. She never said anything else. And I woke up. This is very, very important because what it's showing is that a lot of the mother figures in your life, regardless of their position, they are coming to a space of realizing that beautiful things are getting ready to unfold for you. They know it. Like either they know it intuitively, innately, whether they're actually doing divination to tap into your energy or getting readings on you, they know something great is getting ready to happen for you. And there is a grieving energy that a lot of these mothers are experiencing, largely because they couldn't stop it. They're feeling sorry for themselves. At the same time, they're feeling bad because they can't partake in this new season of your life. But they're feeling even worse because their ego won't allow them to admit that you deserve this. When she kept saying the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, For those of you that are familiar with tarot, you recognize that the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, loving, giving, just a sweetheart all the way across the board. If you had a Queen of Cups for a mother, that would be the best mother that you could ever have, because she's empathetic, she's compassionate, she's a good listener, she's going to love on you, hug on you, she's very affectionate, very emotionally available. But what I really took from her repeating the Queen of Cups over and over again is that she knew that that's the energy that I would have deserved. Just like for those of you who can relate to this message, if you had a mother who was very emotionally distant, very much so that lacked empathy for you, that lacked compassion for you, that rarely showed you affection, that rarely, lifted you up through her love, this message is for you. Your mother knows that something great is getting ready to happen for you. And she knows that she does not deserve to be a part of your celebration. She knows this. And it's not because, this is the first time something great has happened for you. No, great things have been happening for you. But this next level up is the one thing that she feared the most. Because what it provides for you is the opportunity to feel the love that she never gave. Now, in some cases, maybe your mother just didn't know how to love, right? It's possible that she withheld that from you because she didn't know how to give it. But in a lot of cases, your mother was just selfish and very toxic. And you became the perfect victim to her narcissism. But there is a shift that is happening in your life, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. You're going to have emotional support. You're going to have unions, and it's a celebratory energy that's coming through here. And she's shameful because she knows that she does not deserve to be honored in that moment of your glory, in that moment where you're being lifted up and celebrated. She doesn't deserve it because she did not contribute to the beautiful person that you have become. Indirectly, the traumas that she caused towards you, the lack of nurturing, the lack of acknowledgement, her rejecting you, indirectly, she contributed to you becoming stronger because of that. But she did not directly contribute to the beautiful nature that you have become, because many of you made a promise to yourself that you would never be her. You promised yourself that you would rear your children up differently, that you would love on them, that they would never be able to look back and say, my parent didn't love me. They didn't support me. They didn't nurture me. They wasn't there for me. They didn't listen to me. Many of you made that vow to yourself just off the strength that you know what it feels like to not have that in your life. So what I felt on the other side of that phone in my dream was her acknowledging that she never embodied the energy of the Queen of Cups, but yet I still turned out to be a Queen of Cups. You still turned out to be a Queen of Cups. Highly intuitive, empathetic, nurturing, loving, kind, just an outright sweetheart. Even though you could have become just as hard as her, just as cold, just as detached, just as much of a narcissist, but you made a choice. There is a grieving that is happening within a lot of these karmic mothers here at this time in this season. And so her silence on the other end of the phone was a representation of the stubborn energy, the stubborn nature that exists within a lot of these karmic mothers, where they really desire, they long, they yearn for that love that they knew you gave genuinely from a pure heart. They yearn for it because they never experienced anyone else that would love on them the way you loved on them. Unconditionally, you loved on them. Every time they hurt you, you welcome them back in. Every time you hit a milestone and you was ready to be celebrated, they did not celebrate you, barely clapped for you, barely smiled, barely congratulated you. But this next season of your life, this is something where you are going to openly express this come up. And I strongly sense that for those of you who have karmic mothers out there, they're going to tuck their tails. They're going to hide their faces in shame. They're not even going to want anyone to know or to reach out at that time. They're not going to want to discuss it. They're not going to want to hear about it because they know that they did not embrace you when they had the opportunity to. Not as a child, not in your adult life, because many of you kept welcoming them back in, even as an adult.
I have 6
But once you
decks
healed,
to choose from.
many of you
Ancestors
accepted
Money, Malcolm X,
that you would
Martin
never
Luther King,
receive
Dr.
direct
Francis
love
Cresswell
from that
Singh,
mother
and Madam
figure.
C.J. Walker.
And so you
I also
began to
have these
turn that
spiritual
love inward,
cleanse
and
where
you
can
started
cleanse your
nurturing
energy.
yourself.
Every time
And
you
you
take a
became
shower, it consists of
the mother,
frankincense, myrrh,
the
Palo
parent,
Santos, and sage.
the
You
lover.
can also order my miniature altars. You can get my book full of
that
channeled messages.
you was not taught to become
and
based
order
on
your
your own
straight out
mother's
of religion hats and t-shirts. You
So
can
just
also
know,
get a 15-minute, 30-minute, or 1-hour
regardless of
session
whether
over
you,
the
you know,
phone with
many of
me
you
where
would
can
never
ask as
receive
many
that apology
questions
or
as
that
you'd
acknowledgement.
like. So definitely check out the
Energetically,
description box
you
as
may
well as the
feel a
comment
pull.
section to book your
You may feel this
services and to
person
purchase
pulling
your
on your
products.
energy. They may show up in your dreams, just like, you know, what happened with me. But you're going to understand the nature of what these beings are experiencing because you're going to receive the signs. Don't allow it to fool you into thinking that, you know, you have to feel guilty or shameful because they're not able to partake in this next season of your life. Just know that they're aware of it. Know that their ego will not allow them to acknowledge their wrongdoings, and know that you cutting that cord energetically and spiritually is the reason why this next season of your life is getting ready to be so blissful. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Did you have a karmic mother? Did you have to separate your energy? Are you feeling a pull of her energy in this present moment? I would love to know. I'll talk to y'all soon.